Most people agree that sugar and starches are the most satisfying treats of all foods in a menu. However, these elements actually are the most prevalent cause of obesity. Fats may play somewhat of a role, but sugar addiction is the most insidious problem we have that undermines our good resolve toward overall health. Sugars are of course available in many forms, indulging high fructose corn syrup, honey, and at least 15 other forms which can be added to foods. It is widely known that an overabundance of sugar in the body's system wreaks havoc upon the insulin levels. Thereby, it often becomes the main cause of diabetes. It is also widely known that a large amount of sugar in the body causes chemistry upset, leading to nearly all human systemic ailments. A person becomes aware and dependent upon sugars and starches as they experience the syndrome of high and low mood swings. These swings are directly associated with the levels of serotonin in the brain. Low serotonin can become an acquired condition, but sometimes genetics are an original cause, often going hand in hand with obesity. The body will use most anything edible and break it down into sugars which the body uses for energy. However, it is the additional sugar in desserts and snacks which become broken down faster and then sent to the cells. This will happen before longer-acting sustaining foods can be broken down. Therefore, because simple sugars are used first by the body, we feel filled up faster and may eat less of the protein, vegetables and fruits which give a more lasting effect. This effect often leads people to be satisfied with sugared foods, thereby causing more of a craving for these foods. This syndrome can lead to most of our major diseases. This syndrome also leads to dependence upon the sugared food, which causes a short rise in blood sugar and elevated mood. Then a quick drop in these levels which cause an abrupt decline in mood. People experiencing this syndrome become addicted to sugar. Proteins, vegetables and fruits take longer to break down. Therefore, eating this menu will have a much longer sustaining power and keeps us from feeling hungry and craving the sugars. Starches such as potato, rice, peas, beans, corn and grains, including alcohol, also break down nearly as fast into sugars which are utilized first by the body. Again, this leaves less time and room for the proteins, vegetables and fruits to do their part. Breaking the sugar-starch habit is very difficult for most people. This is why diets don't work. The body never gets detoxed from its dependence on sugar. Only a carefully prepared and constant eating program will solve this problem. 30 days of a proper menu devoid of sugars and starches are necessary to make a permanent change. Happily, it only takes 3 to 4 days to begin enjoying the effects. 30 days of this plan can become permanent. People will soon find that sweet items are overly sweet and starches are unwanted. It is totally essential to continue the practice of eliminating sugar in order to enjoy permanent weight control and optimum health throughout life. Interference of any type of stress can cause a loss of resolve and lead to breaking the habit of avoiding sugars. This may be due to the sudden loss of serotonin in the brain. Serotonin is quickly replaced by sugars and becomes nearly a biological need. In spite of the cravings caused by this need, it is possible to fend off the cravings with careful adjusted supplements of tryptophan, an amino acid which bolsters the serotonin and produces stable mood and satisfaction. Tryptophan, found in proteins, will ease the effects of stress by boosting the serotonin without causing a need for sugar to do it. Depression, lack of sleep, irritability and cravings will disappear, and the feeling of satisfaction, control and general well-being will happen. Levels of serotonin can also become increased naturally with certain herbs and foods such as amino acid-rich proteins in meat, chicken, beef, pork, turkey, eggs and soy. Eating a menu high in proteins, vegetables and fruit is considered the best way to keep chemical balance in the body. This way of eating automatically eliminates our need for sugar. It is interesting to realize that strictly keeping this menu also is satisfying and sustaining. The overindulgence of sugar will create a chemical imbalance which will cause sugar shock and lead to disease, loss of focus and depression. If you have benefited from this video, please hit the subscribe button now for your next inspiring video. If you would like to lose weight, click the link in the description below to learn more.